So Jamal Niaz here with Taya Valkyrie at For the Love of Wrestling with Monopoly Events. What an amazing weekend it is so far. You're here with your husband, John Hennigan, as well, and some other Lucha Underground alumni.
Yes.
Jake Hager's here as well, the last Lucha Underground world champion. What's it like being here, interacting with the other legends here and the fans?
I mean, it's been really great, other than the fact that it's so cold, guys. It's freezing. No, everything's been really wonderful so far. We got into Manchester late last night, and we are just taking our time and getting to meet everybody and, doing different interviews, such as one with yourself, and getting to know everybody here. So it's been lovely.
And just when we touch upon that period in Lucha Underground, that was the first thing that I mentioned to you when we just met a few minutes ago. How special was that time? You and your husband in the same company, so for a number of reasons, emotionally it'll be special as well. But in terms of how different that was aesthetically for a company, the way that it was shot, the storylines that were happening, the matches that you were involved in were absolutely incredible. Brian Cage, I know he's a good friend of yours.
Yeah.
That match was so good.
Thank you so much. I mean, it was a really special time, I think, in so many people's careers, because it was, for a lot of us, our first big break, so to speak, outside of doing indie wrestling, or for me coming from Mexico and doing the AAA stuff. So it was a very special time, and us all kind of discovering like our spot in this business. And I really think that show influenced the style that we see now, because I feel like it really brought Lucha Libre to the forefront, and was, introducing a lot of people to it for the first time in the States and in Europe. So yeah, to be part of that, to be part of as many seasons as I was part of, to have met John there, to have many friends that I still consider family that come from that show, it is a very, very special time.
And you mentioned AAA as well. You were involved in some incredible matches. There was a particular match where your nose got busted up bad when you won the belt.
Yeah.
That's got 8 million views on their YouTube channel. It's incredible.
People love to see me get hurt, apparently. Blood and guts, and everyone loves it. That was the first time I won the Reina de Reinas championship. I was the first ever non-Mexican born woman to do so in the 30 plus years of the company, the longest reigning. I'm tied for the most reigns. I really cemented my legacy as one of the top luchadoras to come out of AAA, and I'm forever grateful, broken nose and all.
I mean, the broken nose, obviously, it's not great for you, but probably when you watch it back, that enhances the brutality of that match. Definitely for the viewers, the sight of just blood all over your face while you're going through tables is insane.
Yeah, and I feel like there's that obviously was an accident that happened, that I was kicked in the face the wrong way and my nose got busted, but there's been also some really cool hardcore moments that I've had in AAA, me versus Ayako Hamada, me versus most recently I did Triple Mania past year, and I was bleeding all over the place when I lost the title to Lady Flammer. I also wrestled Camille at Triple Mania, and I was busted open. I always feel like those kind of hardcore moments elevate the end of a storyline, or really put the exclamation point on the end of it. So I enjoy doing them, just not all the time.
Do you love getting that variety of experience that you get those massive shows like Triple Mania in Mexico, but then you get to come and work with AEW and Ring of Honor as well, where the crowd is different, but the match style is pretty similar now, because you're getting a lot of those lucha guys coming to AEW.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you can see the influences of Lucha Libre throughout all of professional wrestling across all the different companies. So it's been really cool to see over the last 10 years how much that has changed, because I remember being in AAA, especially like when I first won the Reina Reinas title, and we in Mexico, the luchadors were never on even a PWI list. No one cared about us. So it's cool to see the importance that it has come to now, and everyone deserves that spotlight, and everyone deserves to be recognized for the things that they have accomplished. So it's very cool.
What have been some of your favorite moments in AEW so far?
Definitely my first angle was really special, because it was the first introduction to the AEW crowd with Jade Cargill, and going to Double or Nothing, and just really being reintroduced to a lot of people. It's been a kind of a process, because there are a lot of people that know me from my, over a decade long career. And then there's other people that really have no idea. So I invite them to, look me up. I've done a bunch of cool things, and I'm just going to continue to do them in AEW. And it's really fun now to be working alongside John for having our new show, Johnny Loves Taya, which is our rom-com series, scripted series that comes out every Wednesday on the AEW YouTube. Episodes 1 through 3 are available now. I invite you guys to see that. It's something we are very proud of. We worked really hard on, and just getting to reintroduce ourselves to this different crowd and doing things in Ring of Honor, having just done this story with Dalton Castle, and just working with really a whole slew of different people. We have such an international roster, and I'm just taking it day by day and continuing to build my legacy and continue to still find my place in this business.
Dream matches for you that you aspire to, who are they?
I know I had one match versus Toni Storm, but I'd love to wrestle Toni again. I think we had instant chemistry. Also, that match didn't air completely on because of the weather. I don't know if anyone remembers that from July, I think it was. So I'd love to have a rematch with her. I've never wrestled Saraya. I've never wrestled Ruby Soho. There are literally so many different people that I want to face, and I would really love to return to Japan, working with New Japan Strong or with Stardom, because I feel like my style, I can adapt to anything. I've wrestled all over the world. So yeah, there's definitely some people on my list that I want to wrestle, and I can't wait to do it this year.
Amazing. And it must be incredible being here at For the Love of Wrestling with the likes of Lita and Trish Stratus. Were they the women that sort of paved the way and were a massive inspiration for you early on in your career?
Well, I mean, especially Trish Stratus, because Trish obviously is Canadian. I always looked up to her forever and ever and ever. I absolutely adore her. I love everything that she's done, and I obviously always strived to, follow in her footsteps, as well as Lita, who also went to Mexico just like me. I remember reading her book, and being like, oh yeah, like I just aspire to be groundbreaking like they are, and I love that they continue to care so much for this business, how the fans have so much respect for them, how they really led the way, for all of us to afterwards to come in and continue to elevate the style, continue to elevate the expectation, and put on better matches after better matches.
Amazing. Well, I really appreciate your time, and I hope you have a tremendous time in rainy Manchester.
Yeah, rainy Manchester with my fur coat on. Thank you guys.